So fertilizers, a lot of people know it as NPK, which is nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium. That's the needs of your plants, but your plants need more than just those three elements. They actually need micronutrients and minerals. That's what makes your fruit tastes so delicious compared to the store-bought, because store-boughts don't really put many minerals in their soil. It's just not financially stable for them. It's just not profitable for them. Now these are my four must-haves. Like, I have to have them. um, if I'm able to obviously buy them. If it comes to a situation where I can't find them, or I just don't have the resources to get them, then we'll worry about that later. But now they're still available, so I will get these four main ones. First is azomite. These are basically A to C minerals, including trace elements. So this is what's gonna mineralize your soil. It's gonna include all the goodness of your trace elements, minerals. So this is a must-have if you want better tasting fruit. This is bone meal. Usually bone meal is a 4-12-2. Bone meal is be the 12, and this is phosphorus. It's just basically crushed bones from animal whatever waste. Blood meal. It's this is your nitrogen, 1200, and your ash. This is wood ash from my fireplace. Now, when you do your wood ash, do not burn like processed wood, like with like woods that have coatings, like for them not to rot. I don't know the word of it. You also don't want to burn like furniture, anything that has like any chemicals in the wood, because you want as natural wood ash as possible. So we like firewood, fire logs. Now ash has a lot of micronutrients that you could add, that adds to your soil, and it's normally a 013. Now ash is alkaline, so try not to use too much of it. Literally a little sprinkling goes a long way. Forgot to say, ash is good for your root vegetables. So your root vegetables love potassium. They love the ash. Blood meal is for nitrogen. It's for your green leaves. So a lot of cabbages, broccoli, any leafy green, you could add bone meal to it. I mean blood meal. And bone meal helps with the flowering stage, and the bone meal along with the ash is for like the flower and the fruit. So this is just for your greens. Obviously your plants are gonna need all three of this. Tomatoes like blood meal in the beginning, but then cut the blood meal once they start flowering. I mentioned that prior. And this, everything is gonna need minerals. The soil is so depleted on minerals, so you have to add minerals if you want rich, dense, great tasting fruit. And over here I have my biotone starter with mycorrhizae. Like I said, very bad at pronunciations, but this is it's like fungus for your root systems. So the way that it works is the fungus, they create like this little network where the fungus goes and actually gets minerals and gets stuff that your tree wants, and it actually will take it to the root of your tree or the root of your vegetable, creating like this little family network of mycelium, which is basically like fungus. But like the root of your vegetable or your tree will feed the fungus, and the fungus will go seek out nutrients to feed your roots. So it's like that's how the rainforest works. So it's like very, very complex system. That's why you want your fruit and your trees mulched, because fungus obviously dies with heat and sunlight. So fungus and your trees is actually a good thing. And I got all of these on sale. I do not buy like these kinds of fertilizers unless it's on sale. I will not spend $13 on something like this. I will not spend $10 on something like this. No, ma'am. I got them for like $2. These ones were $2 each, and these ones were $3 each. These were $3, and these were $2 each. Now this one I got it when I barely started gardening, which I wasn't organic. If you see, it says 10/07/2021. So I've had it for a couple of years now, and I think I'm just gonna use it like in my rose bushes or like something nothing that I'm gonna eat. So if you're wondering how I got these so cheap, I waited until, for my area, until October, November, December, even January. They have at your local box stores, they put all of their gardening stuff on sale. So check around your area. Whenever the end of gardening season ends in your area, that's when they're gonna start putting a bunch of the garden stuff on sale. Now Florida, we garden year round, but they still put this on sale because a lot of people stop gardening. Not me. Now if you wanna do your own fertilizer, obviously you could go with rabbit manure, chicken manure. Cow manure is a little bit iffy because of the grazon that they're feeding the cows. Grazon is a pesticide. They've thrown a lot of hay, a lot of grass, and then they feed it to the cows, and then the cows eat it, and then they sell the cow poop at the stores, and we go buy it, and then we put in our vegetables, and then our vegetables get burned, and we wonder why, because the cow poop is full of pesticides that burns a lot of the nice shade vegetables. Now you could do your own fertilizer if you don't want to purchase any. Great suggestion would be stinging nettle. So once this grows, you want to harvest it, and you put it like in a bucket of water. You could buy like a barrel and fill it up with water, and then just add a bunch of greens, all your weeds. Obviously stinging nettle is full of nutrients. I mean, you can use this and heal yourself from a lot of stuff. It's so compact and a lot of goodness in here. But like I said, use it for yourself. Research it, stinging nettle, but all those nutrients you could put them back to your vegetables. Another one is Tithonia, which is Mexican sunflower. This is very high in nitrogen. It's basically equivalent of chicken poop. So, and these grow really tall, so you could chop and drop it, or you could put it, like I said, in a barrel of water, let it ferment, let it decay for a couple of weeks, and then you could just add it to the base of your plants, or even as a solar foliage spray. If you're not growing moringa in southern states, I suggest you start growing moringa because it is a miracle tree. It's more iron than milk, more calcium than milk. Has iron, it has calcium, it has a lot of magnesium. It has a lot of good nutritious. You, like I said, use it for yourself as a supplemental vitamin, or you could use chop and drop, or you could also add it to your barrel along with your stinging nettle, your Tithonia, and your moringa. Like I said, you could also put all your weeds, grass on that barrel and just let it decompose. It is gonna get stinky, very, very, very stinky, and if you get it on your hands, it's not good. So wear gloves when you do this, and you should be fine. Honestly, you'll be fine. I forgot to mention about fish fertilizer. Now this is some stinky stuff. Like when I throw it on my seedlings, like everything gets really stinky. And one time I did a mistake that I water my seedlings, and then I opened my window of my kitchen, and my entire house smelled like foochie coochie, so stinky. So my greenhouse is attached to my house, And this is the window to my kitchen. And lazy me, when I don't want to pull the hose, I just open the window. I have one of those pool faucets with the, yeah, those. So I just pull it and then I just water my seedlings. So that's a quick rundown of easy fertilizers that you can get. My azomite, I got it at Amazon. Try to buy the bigger bulk you buy, the more you save, honestly. And try to get everything on sale. Save up and wait for the sales to show up. Now I gotta go wash my hands because I did touch the bottle of the fish fertilizer and it's not nice. So happy gardening.